स्वागत है आपका विज्ञान की आवाज़ कार्यक्रम में। यह पॉडकास्ट की श्रृंखला अब तक पहुंचाई जा रही है मीडिया फॉर कम्युनिटी फाउंडेशन द्वारा, जिसे उत्प्रेरित और समर्थन दिया है राष्ट्रीय विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी संचार परिषद ने। विज्ञान की आवाज़ कार्यक्रम से आपको मिलती है देश और दुनिया में होने वाली विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी की अपडेट। साथ ही साथ हम करवाते हैं आपकी मुलाकात देश के उन तमाम वैज्ञानिकों और साइंस लैब से जो भारत को और बेहतर बनाने में लगातार अग्रसर हैं। आज के टॉप साइंस अपडेट। भारत ने स्वच्छ ऊर्जा के क्षेत्र में फ्रांस के साथ अधिक सहयोग का किया आह्वान। विज्ञान और प्रौद्योगिकी मंत्रालय के सचिव डॉक्टर एस चंद्रशेखर ने नई दिल्ली में CSIR राष्ट्रीय भौतिकी प्रयोगशाला में स्वच्छ और टिकाऊ ऊर्जा प्रौद्योगिकी पर इंडो फ्रेंच कार्यशाला का उद्घाटन किया। उन्होंने बताया कि भारत स्वच्छ ऊर्जा के क्षेत्र में फ्रांस के साथ अधिक सहयोग चाहता है। सचिव ने इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वाहन और हाइड्रोजन ऊर्जा में हरित रूपांतरण को लेकर केंद्र सरकार की योजनाओं को रेखांकित किया। भारतीय नवीकरणीय ऊर्जा क्षेत्र विश्व के सबसे आकर्षक नवीकरणीय ऊर्जा क्षेत्रों की सूची में चौथे स्थान पर है और सौर ऊर्जा देश में नवीकरणीय ऊर्जा का सबसे प्रमुख स्रोत है। भारत सरकार ने कहा कि उसने 2022 में 100 गीगावाट सौर ऊर्जा स्थापित करने का लक्ष्य रखा था। डॉक्टर चंद्रशेखर ने बताया कि सौर ऊर्जा उत्पादन के लिए एक स्थल के रूप में थार रेगिस्तान का उपयोग करके भारत में 2100 गीगावाट तक सौर ऊर्जा उत्पादन करने का अनुमान है। डॉक्टर चंद्रशेखर ने भारत सरकार की एक अन्य पहल राष्ट्रीय जैव ईंधन नीति का उल्लेख किया। इसका उद्देश्य 2030 तक पेट्रोल में इथेनॉल का 20% सम्मिश्रण और डीजल में बायोडीजल का 5% सम्मिश्रण के लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करना है। वहीं CSIR की महानिदेशक और DSIR की सचिव डॉक्टर एन कलाईसेल्वी ने अपने संबोधन में कहा कि भारत को नवकरणीय ऊर्जा प्रौद्योगिकियों और बुनियादी ढांचों के निर्माण में भारी संवर्धन की जरूरत है। उन्होंने आगे रेखांकित किया कि हरित ऊर्जा उत्पादन, भंडारण व रूपांतरण, विशेष रूप से हरित हाइड्रोजन, हरित अमोनिया और ऊर्जा भंडारण अवसंरचना के लिए फ्रांस और अन्य G20 देशों के साथ साझेदारी जरूरी है। डॉक्टर कलाईसेल्वी ने कहा कि भारत और फ्रांस के बीच दीर्घकालिक द्विपक्षीय अनुसंधान सहयोग, विशेष रूप से स्वच्छ और नवकरणीय ऊर्जा पर अनुसंधान के संवर्धन के लिए है। भारत की सबसे पुरानी खगोलीय वेधशालाओं में से एक कोडाईकनाल सौर वेधशाला से लिए गए सूर्य के सबसे लंबे समय तक हुए निरंतर अवलोकन का डिजिटलीकरण किया गया है और उसे सामुदायिक उपयोग के लिए उपलब्ध कराया गया है। फोटोग्राफिक प्लेटों पर लिए गए 100 से अधिक वर्षों के सौर प्रेक्षणों का डिजिटल रिकॉर्ड पूरे विश्व के वैज्ञानिकों को सौर परिवर्तनशीलता एवं जलवायु पर इसके उन प्रभावों के अध्ययन को सुदृढ़ करने में मदद कर सकता है जो इसे लंबे समय तक फैलाते हैं। आने वाले समय में हमारे अपने अस्तित्व के लिए सूर्य के भविष्य को समझना महत्वपूर्ण है। इस अर्थ में पिछली शताब्दी में किए गए सूर्य के अवलोकन हमें अतीत में झांकने की अनुमति देते हैं। ये ऐतिहासिक अवलोकन हमें अपने निकटतम तारे के पहले चरण में उसके व्यवहार को समझने में सक्षम कर सकते हैं और इसके आधार पर ही हम अपने भविष्य की भविष्यवाणी कर सकते हैं। सूर्य की नीति को समझने से अंतरिक्ष अन्वेषण के लिए हमारी योजनाओं को आकार मिलेगा, क्योंकि सूर्य हमारे अंतरिक्ष मौसम की स्थिति के लिए चालक है। केंद्रीय विज्ञान और प्रौद्योगिकी तथा पृथ्वी विज्ञान राज्य मंत्री स्वतंत्र प्रभार डॉक्टर जितेंद्र सिंह ने संयुक्त राष्ट्र समुद्री कानून संधि को संबोधित किया।
गुड इवनिंग, ग्रीटिंग्स एंड नमस्ते फ्रॉम इंडिया. Ladies and gentlemen, India, under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, accords high priority to the ocean resources. And therefore, biodiversity occurring in areas beyond national jurisdiction remains a vital resource from the global seas, with more than 60% of it still to be managed and regulated with a legal framework aimed at conservation. Biodiversity in areas beyond national jurisdiction is also critical for the health of the ocean, the well-being of the coastal people, and the overall sustainability of the planet. India's approach under Prime Minister Modi as far as the biodiversity management is concerned is quite congruent with the three globally accepted principles, namely A, conservation, B, sustainable usage, and C, equitable benefit sharing. And therefore, our national legislative framework, the Biodiversity Act of 2002, bears witness to these values. India is also determined to support all the endeavors of all the global organizations that work towards the shared objective of achieving a robust and an effective agreement on the protection and sustainable use of marine biodiversity in areas beyond national jurisdiction. Ladies and gentlemen, you would appreciate that it is desired to have a global agreement to ensure a protected as well as a resilient ocean. And India supports the early conclusion of the ongoing BBNJ negotiations and the entry into a force of a strong framework that addresses conservation, that addresses sustainable utilization, and that also addresses the equitable sharing of benefits arising from the use of the same. Apart from the major elements such as marine protected areas, marine genetic resources, and the equitable benefit sharing, capacity building, and the transfer of marine technology as well as the environmental impact assessment, we also believe that the establishment of new institutions or the strengthening of the existing ones with a robust democratic way of functioning are far, far more important. India therefore takes notice of the high ambition coalition and urges the member nations to stay dedicated to the conservation and preservation of the oceans and its biodiversity, as well as to the supporting sustainable economic development as well as the well-being of the coastal people. India, may I say so, expresses its satisfaction with the present talks at the intergovernment level. Several rounds of the talks have already happened, have been ongoing since 2014, with the most recent ones having taken place in 2023 itself. And during these negotiations, the member states have worked to reach an agreement on a variety of issues, including the scope and governance of agreement, the conservation and management of marine genetic resource, the sharing of benefits from their use, and last but not least, the protection and preservation of marine ecosystems as well as the biodiversity. And may I also express over here that despite the significant progress on several major issues, negotiations are still ongoing and the consensus still not arrived at some important issues like, for example, funding, for example, intellectual property rights, for example, institutional mechanisms. And therefore, India looks forward to this last session, which we believe will result in a constructive ideas that will be a big step forward in addressing these challenges. We believe that the adoption of BBNJ agreement would signal the international community's strong commitment to the conservation and sustainable use of marine biodiversity in areas beyond national jurisdiction and would also provide a clear mandate for the implementation of the agreement. Ladies and gentlemen, wishing these negotiations all the success. Thank you once again and namaste.
साइंस अपडेट के बाद विज्ञान की आवाज में अब बारी है एम्पलीफायर की। एम्पलीफायर में हम करवाते हैं आपको रूबरू विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी के विविध क्षेत्रों में अपने अत्याधुनिक अनुसंधान एवं विकास जनाधार के लिए ज्ञात वैज्ञानिक तथा औद्योगिक अनुसंधान परिषद की राष्ट्रीय प्रयोगशालाओं से तथा भारतीय कृषि अनुसंधान परिषद की प्रयोगशालाओं से। साथ ही साथ हम करवाते हैं आपकी मुलाकात उन खास लोगों से जो विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी के क्षेत्र में लगातार काम कर रहे हैं, जिससे भारत और समाज बेहतर बन सके। आज की हमारी एपिसोड में बात हाल ही में केंद्रीय औषधीय एवं सगंध पौध संस्थान लखनऊ में 1 वीक 1 लैब के तहत एक कार्यक्रम का आयोजन किया गया, जहां CSIR की महानिदेशक और DSIR की सचिव डॉक्टर N कलाई सिल्वी मुख्य अतिथि के रूप में पहुंची। आइए आपको सुनवाते हैं क्या कुछ कहा डॉक्टर एनकलाई सिल्वी ने।
Dr. Salai Saini, does request ma'am to kindly come on the dais and address the audience.
Namaskar, Vanakkam, and pleasant morning to everyone of you. I'm very happy to be here among all the, I would say, very much privileged and prestigious citizens of this country in the name of commerce or agri group, or I would say backbones of India. I'm really truly excited. My happiness is much more because now I'm meeting with not only the CSIR family persons, but also the very, very important and integral part of this country, who is none other than you people who are decorating as audience, especially on this particular day. The minute I entered this campus, I was feeling very, very happy because it is giving kind of a festive look just because of your presence. And I should deeply appreciate and congratulate not only my CSL family, but also you people who are really giving value addition to this program of today. Friends, Kisan Mela, I think this is a magical word. Because we can have two Mela and we can have different Mela. But I think Kisan Mela is very important for a country like India because the identity of India in the globe or in the global scenario is nothing but Kisan, the farmers and agriculture. Because in the global scenario, every country is known for one identity. So one country will be known for its fashion, one country will be known for its business, one country will be known for its music, and one country will be known for its dance, and one country will be known for its heritage and culture, which is India. And this heritage and culture, it starts from where? It starts from only the backbones who are the farmers and the kisans of this country. Because you can do any job and every job, but you need energy, you need energy, but you need food, you need health. But whether it is food security, or it is nutrition security, or it is health security, I think you in the name of farmers, you as one person, you are able to address three major securities of the country, and therefore we all are saluting you for the kind of service that you are rendering to the nation. We are all able to concentrate in research. We are able to live our life so happily just because you are putting all your hard work in the land. You are putting all your hard work. You are spending not only the time and energy, also your sweat and blood, and we are enjoying all the comforts just because of your hard work. That's why, we from this highly privileged community, we are extending our salute and respects to you, the farmers, and you are the persons who are to be celebrated by the nation, not only on one day, but all the 365 days. Every time we take the food in the mouth, I think we all should, heart and heart, we should thank the farmers of this country, because if you don't do the work, if you don't strike, if you are lethargic, if you are having some kind of a hesitation to do work, I think we all cannot do any other work. And if you become the nucleus, you become a very important portion of the country, keeping you as the main focus, or I would say, normally we call it as hub and spoke, you are the hub and we are only the spokes. And therefore, I personally feel that today is a very, very great day because I have never seen so many farmers and I have seen a number of youngsters also, and my happiness is doubled because I'm able to see that, and I also read in many newspapers and in news and in media also, even after reaching great heights in business, even after reaching great heights in career, even after making a lot of money, many people, they wanted to have solace, they wanted to have some kind of job satisfaction, they wanted to really experience the meaning of life, purpose of life, and at that point of time, they are coming back to India, and if at all they are in India, they are showing their attention and interest towards foreign basics. Anyways, foreign only is the paradise, and you are making us feel that it is still giving us the kind of a paradise kind of a look, and therefore we are grateful. And now coming to CSIR, this particular country is rich with many things and also rich with science and technology, which is decorated by many laboratories, of which CSIR laboratories are coming to the forefront. And we from CSIR, we have 37 national laboratories across the country, and this place called Lucknow is already, I would say, it is extremely rich with CSIR capabilities. 4 CSIR laboratories are here, and that too, whatever the area in which you require scientific support, we are here. Whether it is farming, whether it is aeromanation, whether it is floriculture, whether it is drug or pharma, or whether it is toxicology related health, whatever you want. If you want to beautify your garden, you have NDR. If you want to talk medicines, yes, we have CMAP as well as CDRI. And toxicology issue is also there, and they are able to address your end requirements with respect to farming, not only the agriculture, but also the aroma and medicinal plants. And I congratulate Dr. Prabodh Trivedi and his team, because they are able to make up this kind of a Kisan Mela every year successfully, and this year with added flavors, I should say. And the kind of release that we are coming up with, we are coming up with a mental release IT, starting from its sucker, and they say that it is able to come up with a kind of a series of products. They are showing some kind of liquid, some kind of crystals, and I think these products will give you a very, very greater income in the coming days, and that will make your future also very bright. And I should place on record my congratulations and appreciations to my CSIR CMAP family exclusively for this kind of a release. Consider farmers as your first and foremost valuable customer. Because many times you giving us the food and other nutritional benefits, what we can just give you, because whenever we are getting something, in turn we should say thank you, and we should reciprocate our thanks also. So science and technology can reciprocate our thanks by way of giving this kind of quality anti-material and different types of value-added anti-materials, then from these products which will be really giving you some kind of a market. And I am very happy that BioCSIR is coming up with a kind of a mission project. We will not get ourselves stopped by way of giving only scientific advice. We always handhold whosoever it may be. If at all it is an industry or MSME or a startup or an entrepreneur or farmers, we always handhold the other party. We just share all our plus and minus, and we try our level best to come up with a kind of a solution, by means of which both of us will be really reaching a success in the coming days. I think this kind of wonderful relationship, this kind of a friendship, this kind of, I would say, scientific and technology related relationship, this will only take you also to greater heights, and that will only make you come up with a kind of sustainable farming and sustainable plantation. So friends, without taking much of your time, I just want to say only one thing. We are living in a golden era where the government is celebrating both Kisan as well as the researchers. So the government is celebrating both Kissan and scientific community, and we both are shaking hands with each other, and we have to really make use of all the government of India announced programs as well as facilities and infrastructure. This means that we are all made aware of what are the plans, the budget, and even in the budget, if you see, the first priority is given to farmers, then it is given to youth power, then it is given to women. This farmers or this agriculture is one kind of a field where you can collect all the three people together, whether it is a youth power or women or farmers. I think all these are getting all of the queries addressed in this budget. Even though we talk about green in terms of energy and other things, I think special programs and huge sort of money is also allocated for farmers. I was reading the kind of finance minister's budget related report. I think 2-3 pages. It talks only about farmers and agriculture. And again, 1.5 pages, it talks about how does youth power should be channelized. And again, another 1.5 page is dedicated how does women be employed and deployed for all those purposes. Therefore, the government of India is all ready to consider and help us. They started respecting, realizing, and celebrating us, and therefore we should make use of this opportunity. Therefore, friends, make use of the opportunity of Lucknow. There we have 4 different CSIR laboratories. Even if you are having some questions which are remaining unanswered by these 4 laboratories, we have remaining 33 laboratories across this country. They are what meeting your requirement. Make us understand your requirements through these 4 ambassador laboratories, and CSIR will definitely come and help you the way it is required from your end. And I should really place on record my appreciations to the state government authorities, and again the award that has been signed for the status of Uttarakhand also. So both Uttar Pradesh state government as well as Uttarakhand state government, both of you are today value-adding this program, and this gives us additional energy, this gives us more confidence, this gives us more support, and we from CSIR laboratories, we will try to consider more of your problems, more of your requirements, the needs of which you and me, meaning CSIRs and the agri or the farming community, we will work together and we will fulfill the requirements of this mission. Friends, all of you should apologize me because I am not conversant in Hindi. I do not know to what extent I am really able to reach you out, but I think some of my good friends from CSIR, they can make you understand that whatever I am talking from the bottom of my heart. So only one thing I can tell you again and again, we from CSIR, especially in the recent days, we are realizing and we are again and again making other CSIR related community, maybe it's our CSIR students, or our PhD students, or our project assistants, or our RAs, who are our next generation leaders, also realize that we are born and we are made and we are expected to fulfill the requirements of the society. No small piece of work that we are doing in the laboratory, it's not just stopped within the 4 walls of the laboratory. The moment it reaches the society, I think that is the moment at which science and technology is really succeeding. And researchers also can consider that is the moment of success. I think here I can see number of success stories, and the story should continue. This kind of relationship should also continue, and I will offer the maximum and I would say the fullest support from CSIR side, both the state government authorities as well as from CSIR side, and we have our headquarters related competitive friends and also representatives sitting here decorating this stage. All of us together we try to address and try to work with you in the coming days, and I look forward many more brighter days in the coming days. Thank you so very much. Dhanyavad.
अब जाते जाते हम बताते हैं आपको बात पते की। क्या आप जानते हैं सौर मंडल के सभी ग्रह बृहस्पति में समा सकते हैं? ये था आज का विज्ञान की आवाज। आपको ये पॉडकास्ट कैसा लगा हमें बताएं mediaforcommunity@gmail.com पर। इस पॉडकास्ट को प्रोड्यूस किया है आशीष तिवारी ने।